Here is a great mentalism trick you can do with just some dice and 5 playing cards. I've got some cards I've taken out of a blue deck here. We'll set that aside. We're just going to put them on the table like this. 5 random cards, which I'll show you in a second. A little pen so we can use it as a pointer. We're going to count with that. What we need from you is a really big 2-digit number, and that's why we have 4 dice, because you're gonna choose a 2-digit number so we can count that many cards. Also, inside this envelope, I have a single card, which is a prediction of the future, which you'll see momentarily. What I'd like you to do is roll the dice. We want to get a big number. Let's see what you get. And you can roll it a few times if you want to, just to make sure they're not special dice. Make sure we're not cheating, right? So our spectator decides to roll the dice, and this is what they get. Let's see what we've got. We've got a 1, plus a 2 is 3, plus a 2 is 5, plus a 6 makes 11. We need a big number, so let's double that, okay? So you've got 11 times 2 is, what is that? 22. Okay, so we came up with a big number, 22. Nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start counting cards, but I want you to tell me which direction I should start counting from, because it will matter if we should go this way or if we should go from this end. Which end would you like? And they can choose either side. Let's say they choose this side. Okay, and the number was what? 22 is what you chose. Okay, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You ended up at 22. Now, these cards are all different. We could have landed anywhere, but you landed there. And I have inside this envelope a single card that is in fact a 7 of diamonds. Nothing else in it, but a 7 of diamonds. Wouldn't it be amazing? It would be, if that was the prediction. Okay, so let me show you how that works. This is a really easy trick to do. It's almost self-working, and it's really fun. So you really can use any 5 cards, pretty much, from any deck. And you're going to need those 5 cards. You're going to need some dice, something to count with if you want, unless you want to use your finger. And you're going to need one of these special gimmicks right here. This is a double face card. In my case, I've got a 7 of diamonds and a 4 of clubs as my double facer. When I put this in the envelope, I remembered the orientation. I knew the smaller card, the 4 of clubs, was facing this way. I knew to take the card out this way when I want to show the 7 of diamonds. So you're going to need that, just a double facer. Now, with my prediction in place, here's the other part of the trick. When they choose a number, in order for this to work, we're going to need an even number. And the reason why is because whenever we count the cards this way or this way, well, an even number will always land on one of these 2 positions. Okay, so of course they were like this at the time, but if they pick a 10, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that one. Or if we count from this end, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's going to be this one. But an even number will always land in one of these positions. Now, we don't know which one because we don't necessarily know where they're going to start, but it's going to be one of those. Hence, our 2 outs, our 2 card, our double face card prediction, okay? Now, but they have to pick an even number for it to work. So what happens if they don't pick an even number? Well, that's why I said we need a really big number. That's why we have 4 dice. And I'm actually planting that in their head, because if they roll an odd number, I want them to double it, because we need a big number, right? So let's say they roll a 2, plus 3 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Hey, we need a really big number, so let's double that. What's 13 times 2? What is it? Oh, it's 26. Okay, now we have our even number. Now, it doesn't matter which end we count from. They get to choose, and watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 is the number you chose. And now that I can see that it's going to be the 4 of clubs, I will take the double facer out that way, show them the empty card, right? The empty envelope. There's not much to this, except you just need to know that you've got your 2 force cards here that match your double facer. you need to know they need to come up with an even number. And again, you got about a 50-50 chance of them coming up with an even number when they roll the dice. What do we get there? 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 5 is 19. So I say, oh, we need a big number, double that. What's 19 times 2? Oh, it's 38. Okay, so we'd use the 38. And you would end up on one of these two cards. Now, the way I like to do it is what you just saw. Not show them the cards at the beginning, because I think it's a better surprise at the end to show that they were all certainly different. Also, let's say, you know, whatever we get, let's say we ended up on the 7 of diamonds. I like the idea of pushing it out like this and saying, look, first of all, showing, look, these are all different cards, and still not showing them that card. Taking out my force card first, right, and showing them I only have one card in this envelope. And then the final reveal is, what card did you choose? Like that. So I think it looks better in that order. So you're revealing them in that sequence. I think it looks a little more mysterious. But all you need is a double facer. If you don't have double facers, you should buy a deck of them. They're like $10 for a whole pack of them, a whole deck of double facers. Get 2 cards that match your double facers. Make sure when you put the cards on the table, they're in that order, in the 2nd and 4th position, or the 2nd and 4th position this way, and you're good to go. 4 dice. Now, you don't have to use dice, but I think it's really hard if you let them select a number if it's not even, unless you know a way to force an even card, that, or an even number, or however you want to get them to an even number. That's up to you. I like the idea of throwing the dice because, one, dice look good with cards. You know, dice and cards go together. Plus, dice just really do seem random. And that way, if you start off by saying we want a big number, we want a big 2-digit number, that gives you a reason to double it if it's odd, and then that makes perfect sense. And that's it. If you do that, you'll be right every time. Go amaze your friends. It's a cool trick.